wobbly wobble, wobble, wobbin'.
Hello curious strangers and my loyal followers, it's your girl Crystal, and in today's video, let me just tell you guys how I've been doing this thing called hustling. I'm not gonna tell you guys about how you can get rich quick and that I'm a multi-millionaire doing exactly what you're gonna see here in this video, because that would be lying. So a few weeks ago, I made a post about how I feel so much better after getting fired from my last job and working for myself. And a lot of people were asking, can you delve into exactly what it is that you do? Because I don't know, a lot of people just didn't understand how I could make the same money that I was making at my last job by myself. If you guys really do want to know what it is that I do, then just keep watching this video, because I think it's really gonna help a lot of you guys who need holiday money. You know, if you need to quickly get some, you know, extra $100, $200 in your bank account before Christmas, I feel you, I get it. This is how you can get money fast without having to jeopardize yourself in the process. Cause child, like, we ain't about that on this channel. So I'm gonna start with the gigs that are gonna give you the most cash up front with low startup costs, like hardly any. The first thing is Favor. If you guys don't know what Favor is, it's basically like another app like Uber Eats, except you don't just have to deliver food. There are customers on there that will use Favor for having, you know, you pick up their prescription. I've actually done that recently and it was like throwing off everyone at the pharmacy. There's a lot of benefits to doing it because you are helping people, A, who are disabled and can't just go to the grocery store like most of us more able people. And it also is great because you have to schedule yourself to guarantee $9 an hour. However, the tip in getting a lot of money on Favor I've learned is running during the rain. As long as you feel comfortable and safe driving in the rain, you will get tipped handsomely. And also make sure you're running in really like well-off neighborhoods. I am fortunate enough to live by a lot of them in this part of Dallas, and so I'm just like constantly getting a lot of bigger tips than like $8, you know, because I just happen to be in the right area. I remember I read in a different part of the DFW Metroplex for I think 2-3 hours, and it was literally the base pay because hardly anybody tipped, and if they did tip, it was like very little money. And I know my service was awesome because I have like, you know, a really dope rating. All you have to do is apply and go to orientation. My favorite part about it is that they release payment like every day except for the weekends, if I'm not mistaken. So that is really nice. And I think the best part is when you are working, say Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that money is building up for those 4 days. And then all of a sudden on Monday, you get tons of cash into your bank account because that was basically like built up over the weekend. Honestly, there's good money to be made doing Favor, and all I do is really listen to music, call in orders, and text people. And it's not a hard thing to do because I've done more intense, like fast-paced things at restaurants. If you guys sign up using my referral link down in the description, then you will get $250 if you run 50 favors within the 30 days that you sign up. So I think that's worth looking into if you need some holiday cash, okay? Because yes, honey, we all need it. Another app that I loved working for after Favor is gonna be Wag. So you guys might have heard of Wag. If not Wag, then Rover is another one. It's essentially like a Lyft app, but for dogs. And I love it because I'm such a dog person. Like, I never thought I would be this in love with all sizes of dogs because I actually had a lot of childhood trauma with strays back where I used to live growing up, but now I can't help but want to like embrace any dog I see as long as they're not like insane. I originally heard about it because I wanted to be a customer using it when I was still working at my old job, and I was hardly ever home for Hachi, and my mom was like, I don't want strangers coming into my house for anything. So I never actually used it, but when I found out that I needed to make extra money and I learned that they make really good money on Wag, I was like, oh, okay, well, we about to do this. It can be better pay than Favor. It can be better pay than Favor. And I say that because the amount of time that you're spending walking a dog, getting there to the location, cleaning up after them is usually less than an hour, unless it is a long walk. Like if it's a 30 or 60 minute walk, then you're probably gonna spend about an hour plus for those walks. You have the opportunity to pick the walks you want to select. So if there's a walk on the app, you don't have to pick every single one. You can go through and see which one is closer to you. You can go and see which one is a shorter walk. The 20-minute walks are usually my favorite, but because they're shorter, they're not gonna usually start off by paying you a lot unless there's a lack of walkers in the area. So then they'll increase the rate in which you can get paid. And I usually always watch out for that, child, because yo, like those are my favorite days to walk dogs, because I know like if nobody's walking dogs, then I'm gonna make all the money. And that's awesome because you're literally just getting paid to obviously walk dogs, but you're also getting paid to get some cardio in. And you guys know how I feel about fitness. You know, it's a really good way to just get your heart pumping, get some exercise, be outside. Like I have never been outside so much in my life. Like the last time I was outside as much as I am now being a wag walker was when I was like 7 or 8, when I used to play outside as a kid. Walking dogs now has really made me appreciate nature. You know, I see butterflies around me all the time, and y'all, these big houses that I walk dogs in are also really inspiring. So yeah, that's a whole other thing. But I have really great clients that always request me too, which is another way you can make extra money. I'm gonna make a whole blog post about this because there's a lot more to it than what I'm sharing with you guys, and I will spill all the tea about how you can make the most out of wag walking. If you're not necessarily interested in working as a wag walker, but you know you need your little furry kid or kids to get walked, then make sure you sign up using my link down below, because if you sign up with it, you get a $25 credit towards your account. So when you sign up, all you gotta do is click on it, follow the prompts, and that's it. I think that's all you have to do. The next one is sponsorship. So this one is more for people who are actively posting online, and no, you don't need to have a ton of followers to get paid for sponsored posts. It's all about how you market yourself to the brands that you want to work with and how you perceive your value, kind of making sure that your type of demographic is fit for their products and their services so that you end up having people buy from them. Because that's the whole point. When you're doing a sponsored post, you want to make sure that you can tell the brands that you'll likely end up having a lot of your viewers purchase from their website. If you're gonna do a sponsored post, then you have to think about how much you believe your post is worth. So if you feel like you put in tons of effort into your post, the quality is amazing, your engagement is always high, you know, you have the right demographic for that particular brand's products or services, then charge yourself accordingly. I like to use the social blue book to price myself, and sometimes I use it, but I don't always like go with those rates. I just kind of, you know, feel it out and see how much is this person willing to pay me, because I'm fair in that I'm willing to give kind of smaller companies a shot on my channel or on my Instagram post. Same can be said for Instagram shout outs. If you have a decent following, I would say like, you know, over 10K followers on Instagram, then you can do a shout out and charge people for each of those shout outs. I've seen a lot of people have different rates for different things, you know, being on their stories or being permanently on their feeds. You know, all of those things can bring you in a ton of money. But I like to do sponsored posts because I like working with brands, just because like that's just what I'm used to, and I like trying new products and sharing them with you guys if I really like them. And also it just kind of makes me feel like I have to challenge myself to create something fun and something different. I have Google AdSense as another form of income. So because I'm on YouTube and I have my own blog, I do get paid through Google AdSense. Most months are not even really that good, but this last month was pretty decent. I think I made like over $300, which is unusual for me because I usually make less than that. But when you're posting consistently and when you have like tons of views and traffic to your content, it'll show on your AdSense, especially if you're monetizing every single video, and those bigger videos that are gonna get tons of eyes on, that's where the money is gonna come in. And right now, I think the advertisers usually put in more money towards the end of the year. So it usually is like this anyway. So I'm not too surprised that I had like a really good month last month, but that is how I also make some money. I do affiliate marketing as well. It could be through Amazon, it could be through, you know, a program from a particular brand's website, but basically you can have people go to a link that you create through the company or through the network or program, and through through that, they click on it, they purchase something, you get a percent of commission, whether it's 4% or 10%. You know, I've seen some really good ones out there that are like $10 a sale. If you make several sales using that same affiliate link and you have tons of traffic to a video or a blog post or an Instagram post, you can make really good money. There's some people who literally just do that. Like, that's how they make a living. I am not there yet, so I just basically sprinkle my affiliate marketing links wherever I can if I feel like it's necessary. Even though it's not a lot for one sale, it adds up. Anything that is passive income is going to be your best friend. Like, I just want to put that out there right now. Like, if you guys have, you know, all these other jobs going on that are just like getting you money like quickly, that's fine, that's great, and that's gonna help immediately resolve your financial issues. But passive income is like kind of like you set it and you almost forget it, like, and that's kind of what affiliate marketing is, as well as Google Adsense, because you're always posting content anyway and bringing traffic to those, you know, websites, so you might as well make money from that. The other one is selling your old used clothes on Instagram and Depop. I have done this. I more so sell wigs on my Instagram because I don't want Depop to take a percent out of those sales, because it would be like a lot, since I usually sell wigs for like 100 plus. And for like my clothes, like things that are under $20 or whatever that I list on Depop, that's basically where those would go. But I just like getting rid of things, you know, routinely, because I hate holding on to things now. I used to really be a hoarder and I stopped that because it was just like mentally clouding my mind. I like Depop as opposed to Poshmark, because Poshmark is good, but I think y'all don't quote me on this, but I think Poshmark charges a little bit more for their service fee, which I was not down for, because child, like, what? I barely make money through the sale anyway. So, but if you're making a lot of sales at once, or even over the course of a month or 2 months, it's just nice to have, because you're like not expecting that kind of money, but then it comes in and you're like, oh, okay. You know, see what I'm saying? Like, all these little ways you can make money without really, like, you know, doing too much. That was so rude. I was just recording on my camera and it died. So we're gonna finish the video like this. I know this is so weird, and but all I'm saying is, with Depop, you know, you have the opportunity to easily list stuff. Like, it's all through the app, so you could just find the best picture of whatever you're selling or take one real quick. I like to take mine in a well-lit area, make sure, you know, it's something that looks of quality. Sometimes I'll just literally go on my Instagram and see if there's anything I'm wearing in a post that I already shared, and just be like, I think I want to sell that. Okay, and I'll list it, because I just don't really wear some of these things anymore, and they're still cute. They're still, I mean, I still like them, but I just don't wear them. You know what I'm saying? With that said, if you guys want to follow my Depop, I'll go ahead and link that here and down in the description for you guys, because I'm trying to get rid of a lot of stuff, and it is the holidays, so this is like a really good time to like check out people's Depops, because I think a lot of people are doing that right now. I think Depop is great if you want to use that, or if you do want to use Poshmark, then you can use Poshmark, but I just like Depop because I don't know what it is. I think I just have more followers on there or something, and I've just gotten way more sales on Depop than I did on Poshmark. Finally, I am currently doing a lot of modeling gigs. Well, I'm not doing a lot, but I'm doing some like maybe once a month or twice a month. It just depends on the month. November, I didn't really do anything besides like a hair gig with Paul Mitchell. That was dope, and it paid me $100. I do modeling gigs because I'm with a talent casting company called 99, but they're located in the DFW area, and it does cost to like, you know, pay to get in. 99 also has these workshops every so often where you can go there and basically learn from professionals in the industry who have basically made a name for themselves. Like, I was learning how to do runway walking and some posing, some etiquette. You know, there's acting workshops and all these things for people who just want to take a shot at acting and modeling on a more professional level, not just on Instagram or on YouTube or whatever, but actually with production companies and talent agencies, you know, all of that stuff. The good thing is, you know, 99 accepts just about anyone who has, you know, talent. So you don't have to look like a model to be a part of their team or whatever you call it. I don't want to say agency because they're not an agency, but you basically go there and they see you, ask you a few questions, and if they like you, then they'll call you back to come in and pretty much get accepted. It's just really fun. Some of the other modeling gigs I've done was with my friend Alavia. I'll post her here because she's so pretty and she's just one of my favorite people to work with. But she and I have worked together before doing some work as extras on a video once, and that paid us pretty good too. So there's always going to be something, especially depending on the city you guys are from. In Dallas, there's a lot of work for theater productions, and I'm thinking Austin is where it's at because honestly, there's so much more modeling stuff going on over there that I get notified about, and I'm like, dang, like Austin, if you guys don't know, Austin is like a few hours out from Dallas, kind of towards the south. So I don't mind going down there, but it just has to be worth my while. Otherwise, I'm not going. So that's basically it. I model, I do YouTube, content creation, sponsored posts, Adsense, and I walk dogs, and I do favor and affiliate marketing. If you guys watched up to this point, thank you so much. I really wanted to do Vlogmas this year, but you know, I haven't been seeing too many of you guys show up for all of my posts. So I promise next year I'll try and do it because I have a feeling that I'm gonna have a lot more people show up for my videos pretty soon. I'm gonna go ahead and go, but thank you guys so much. Be sure to subscribe, like this video, share it, all that stuff. Okay, bye.
Baby 알고 싶어 너의 여권이 어떤 색깔인지 넌 어디서 왔니 너의 몸매는